Really?
Yeah.
Does that work for you?
You know, it does work. It does work. By nature, I'm very analytical, so if I tend to do that, and it's just the improv doesn't work. You just gotta let loose and go back to when you were a child, when you were a kid. I think that's it right there.
Well, I like improvisation.
Yeah.
I really do. I like that because this is what it's all about. You know what I mean? This is the learning curve. This is the learning experience to tell you exactly what needs to be done and how it needs to be done.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Now, when you was growing up, did you ever think that you'd be modeling?
You know, I've always been like that as growing up. So I kind of figured, yeah, that I would do that. So I mean, I'm from a little small town, so I didn't really have a lot of opportunities or whatever until I moved out to LA. But you know, and my parents didn't want me to do that when I was a child. So you know, I'm sure it relates to many people out there. You know, they want you to go to school, and that's it. So kind of when I moved to LA, it was on my own, and I've started and restarted so many times, so yeah, so here we go again. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So your hometown, where is your hometown?
My hometown's a town called Westmoreland, California. It's about 3.5 hours southeast of Los Angeles. Desert, nothing to do, everybody knows everybody. That's it.
Really?
Yeah. It's a small town. I went to Brawley High School, and it's very, like, seriously, everybody knows everybody. They know my business, and I don't even live there anymore. That's how small it is. So
They really know your business now.
They really, yeah.
Because they were watching it.
Right.
They're listening to it.
That's true. Everybody's
You let them know. Exactly.
Right. So yeah, that's where I'm from.
So did you do any modeling in high school?
I did more pageants in high school. I did Miss Teenage California, and I did things like that. I mean, in a sense, that's kind of modeling, but not like anything modeling.
How many times did you win?
I didn't win. I didn't win at all. I did it 2 years. No,
Why not?
I know. Competition. I mean, it's beautiful girls. I mean, it's just. I did it 2 years, and then that was it. And then I moved to LA, so I was kind of done with that. So I mean, it was a good learning experience, made friends, and just speaking skill experience, because you do speak in front of a lot of people. And
so one of the ultimate things in modeling is to go to France.
Right.
To go to Paris.
Right.
Have you ever been there, and do you want to go?
I've been to Paris, not for modeling. I'm not tall enough for runway, but I do have a degree in fashion. I went to fashion school, so I did that, and I have a love affair with fashion in Paris, and I ended up going a couple years ago, and it's gorgeous. I love, 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 love Paris.
So if you could go back again tomorrow, would you get your bags packed tonight and leave?
Absolutely.
Without even thinking about it?
Without hesitation.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Love Paris.
When
Love
you can
it.
jump up and just do it spontaneous like that,
Right.
without even thinking about it, that is a passion. That is a love for another country. That's what it's all about. Absolutely. What's that flight like? How long does it take you on a flight to get there?
Well, there's usually a layover somewhere like in New York from LA, and that's about 5 hours to fly from LA to New York, and then maybe a couple hour layover, and then another 4 hours to fly into Paris. It's a long flight, and the time difference is about 9 hours. So you get there and you don't even know what time it is. I don't think I slept when I was there. I just forgot the time.
How long did you stay?
I stayed there for about 2 weeks. I have a friend that lives by the Louvre at the time, and the Louvre Museum, and I was staying there, and it was just an amazing experience. I got to see Karl Lagerfeld eating right next to me, which I love Chanel, so I was like, oh wow, you know.
Nice.
And the wine is good, the cheese is good, the food is good, so
okay, wait a minute.
the Parisians are good. Everything's good in Paris. Love it.
I gotta ask this. I don't drink at all, so I don't know what wine is. I don't know what all the alcohol stuff is. But why is it that people say it tickles me to death? They go, what's the cheese with the wine? What's that about? What does it do to the wine?
You know, it just makes it better. Like, I'm a fan of cheese. I'm a fan of like Parisian cheese. I it just tastes, it makes the experience a lot better. It's a party in your mouth. It's just amazing.
Okay, now also chocolate and wine. What's that about?
Chocolate and wine is delicious. It's so good. I was in wine country, actually Temecula, I'm sorry,
Yes.
probably a couple months ago, and one of the wines that we tasted was a dessert wine, and they gave us this chocolate, and it was amazing.
So what did it do?
Wow.
The combination.
The combination just explodes in your mouth, and you're just like, wow, it's so good. If I could have only dessert wine and chocolate, I would
Mm-hmm.
only eat that, because I'm a sweet fiend. I love anything sweet. And it's hard not to be eating chocolate right now or anything sweet, because that's the weakness here.
No, I love chocolate too.
You just don't like chocolate and wine.
No, the combination kills me. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, well, because I've never tasted wine before, so I have no idea what that is like. I have no idea what alcohol is like.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I just watch everybody else go through their, situations with it, and I learn through everybody else.
Yeah, you really do. And I think there's like a process. I think the lady was like, you bite a piece of the chocolate, then you drink it, and then you eat the rest. So don't eat the entire chocolate at once. Because that's not the process.
Okay, so how many different wines are there? We don't have to go through all of them, but I know there's a red one.
There's a red, there's a white, there's a sweet red, a sweet wine. I mean, there's so many dessert wine. There's a champagne that's even good, and I mean, it's just so it's insane. Like, there's so many out there, and when you visit these like wine places, it's like they have like a million of them. It's like, dang.
So what does that do for you? Is it like, what does it do? I don't know. I have no idea. What does it do for you? It kind of relaxes you or something?
It relaxes me. Okay. I prefer it over, like, a margarita, although those are good too. But I mean, I love the wine. I think growing up, my dad is from Spain, so wine is so huge over there. So when I grew up drinking, but I grew up watching him, and when I was legal, I was able to drink and experienced it, and I learned a lot from him and everything. So wine was always present in my home, so I think that's why I got accustomed to it.
She said, when I got legal, that was 2 years ago.
When I got legal. Not before.
I like that. When I got legal, I like that. I had some guy on here, he's from the military, and he says, this is my government name.
Yes.
I'm like, what is that?
Government name,
yeah,
right?
people have different way of talking and speaking, and it intrigues me so much, man.
Yeah.
That's the name that he was born with.
That's good, though, my government name.
Yeah, I mean, you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
That's my government name. So I guess my government name is Jeffrey Wayne Henderson. That's my government name.
There you go.
With a social security number.
Oh.
That we all have.
Yeah.
Even the babies.
Even the babies.
They're giving them to them right when they get born now.
Wow.
Social security cards already.
Wow.
They're anticipating them to make a whole lot of money.
Seriously.
Oh, man.
Right.
I could go on and go on this, man. Oh, God, I got stuck on that. I just wanted to know. I didn't know. Yeah. Now I know. So, and if I need to know again, I'll just keep rewinding this back and forth until I get it. But it's fun. This is fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so your modeling days, you're doing the thing. How about on the acting side?
Acting's going well as well. That's also something I picked up again. But it's something that I love to do. I love the whole art thing. I love being able to express myself in a different character, and I just love the art aspect of it, and just really getting into the script and learning what the writer has in store, has anticipated writing, and because it's your essence that brings out the character ultimately. Yeah. And I really enjoy that.
So have you had a script that you didn't like? Or it contained some things you didn't want to do? I know how to get you to talk.
Yeah.
And you said no. I'm not doing that one.
It's funny. I think, like, as an actress or actor, it kind of goes with the territory. So sometimes you might get a kissing scene, and you're like, it feels awkward, and I don't really want to do it, whatever. But I mean, if you're an actor, you you know it comes with the territory. You need to do it. So I think that you just have to go with the flow and just do it. Just you're not that person. You're the character, and if the character wants to kiss, the character's gonna kiss.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. So what goes through your mind when you have to do that? How do you set it up in your mind mentally? Because that's not automatic. And it's not normal.
No, it's
but
not.
it's a part of the gig,
right.
the job.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you get your mind set on doing that when you know it's not like the normal thing to do?
Well, like
See, it ain't like dating. See, when you're dating, it's a whole different thing. You know, you kind of get to that.
And it's expected, yeah.
In time.
Yeah.
But this, you got to do it right on. There's no time. You got to do it right on the spot.
Right.
This is the scene. I've been to all kind of different acting classes. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly.
And they put you dead on the spot.
Right. I think my first time, yeah,
it was difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm like, are you serious? I have to kiss him. It helps if he's hot, though, if he's sexy. It helps. That helps a lot.
That's right.
But if not, or whatever, I just pretend he's my boyfriend. And so I imagine my boyfriend or a guy I like, somebody that
I like that.
An ex or somebody that I really, really like. And then it just goes.
Yeah, and then it's a little bit easier.
Exactly.
It's still difficult, but
exactly.
It's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just paint the face.
I haven't got a chance to get that far yet. Taking all these acting classes, man. I was like, man, where's the job at? Tired of acting. I'm tired of just talking about getting a job. Where is the regular job at?
Right.
Do you ever get to that point where you just audition? Where's the job at, man?
It's great.
You gotta land something some particular time. You gotta land something. Keep talking. You gotta land something.
It's a numbers game, and you know, I mean, eventually, if you keep on it, it's